Hey guys, to our Friday night show. I'm joined tonight with my host, my fine host, sitting there. Just like to say a few words before we begin. One, we're doing like a donation link below to help the channel out. If you want to help the channel out, I'd really appreciate it. Second thing is, Lewis would like to ask you to tell you some advertisement for a company that we know, a great company, amazing company. Off you go, Lewis.
So, as I've said before, it's Tinfoil Cap Co. It's to do with EMS shielding, hats, and also clothing as well. The guy's a great designer, and yeah, you should check his website out because he's got some fantastic, shall I say, garments and stuff.
He's got hats. He's got
hats gone.
Aye. No, he's got sticker things. He sells stickers too, doesn't he?
Right, so he does all sorts of stickers, hats. He's got EMF protective equipment to stop you getting like migraines from all this EMF exposure and ringing ears, stuff like that. He's the man to go to when it comes to sort of that kind of thing. So yeah, that's Tinfoil Cap Co. His website is tinfoilcap.co.
And
I'll put it in the link in the description.
I'm just about to post the link right now for you, great fans of the channel.
Who's in there anyway? Some of that. Sharon.
There you go. Hey Sharon. We'll wait till it fills up a wee bit. There's only 2 watching now. 5 now. It's going up there. We'll just give it a couple of minutes, guys, before we begin. We've got some crazy news stories from around the world that Lewis has got to read to you. We've already had a wee sneak peek at them, but my good God, some of them are just strange. Very strange. Would be the word. It's amazing what people will do when they're left alone in the quarantine. I'll post the link to the live stream shortly if Honeybee or MD comes in. You can join in. I must admit, I do like the phone charger one. That's just, how does somebody do something like that? You know, it's
what's up? Oh, hang on.
The time and effort that it takes for that person to use. But we'll all come clear to you shortly, guys. But we're going to tell you some really funny news stories from around the world. A wire. You'll never believe where someone put it. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, I hope I ain't lost it.
I didn't know it was possible. Well, you get I can see it at the bottom down there. That's it. It's back there. Do you want me to share it or just leave it where it is now?
You can share it if you want. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Right, guys, prepare yourself. For Lewis has got to tell you some news.
So yeah, a doctor removed a mobile phone charger from a man's bladder, and I thought that it was somewhere in the rectum at first, but it wasn't. It's yeah, he's removed a 2-foot long phone charger from the inside of a man's bladder.
I mean, out of curiosity, how do you get that in your bladder? Now, for the girls in the chat, a 2-foot long lead. That's quite long. I mean, that's 1 foot, right? So
1 foot, a foot's like, I don't know, it's like that long, isn't it?
Aye, if you're Bigfoot, I mean that's not a foot, isn't it? That long. A foot's a foot, isn't it?
So many.
But seriously,
like
guys,
inches,
a guy, right, has sat
8 inches, I don't know,
and had put this up somewhere.
Down his wee hole.
Down his tinky winky. Let's just say it that way. And inserted. I mean, seriously, I wonder if it was a Type C or a Type. What is that? Type C? That's a Type C, isn't it? That's a Type C. I mean, the ending that's quite big, right? So obviously that was going to be a bit of a push, right? The guy must have just been bored. I mean,
it might have been one of them circular chargers, you know, like the one for like the Nokia 3210 or 33. Mate, the old school ones, you know, with like circular ends on them, maybe. God knows how he got it through there. Huh? Oh, that must have been painful, mate.
He must have fed it in. I mean,
and then he got stuck, couldn't get it out. It's like, yeah.
How do you get something like that out? I mean, it was a private hospital, so I wonder if he was charged.
Give me 1 second, mate.
So there you go, guys. That's one of our first stories tonight. We've got stories from around the world. Strange and crazy stories. Oh, there's some absolute crackers tonight, guys. You're in for a treat. In for a laugh or beyond laughs. But I must admit, the guy has sat. Allow your mind to roam free. So, Lewis, without further ado, would you like to show us any other news articles?
I'm going to pause this for 1 sec. And then I'm going to just make sure I don't want to spoil the good ones, you know?
You don't want to spoil the good ones, because you have to flick through them, you know?
Right, yeah.
Oh, let's in the chat. We'll get myself, Sharon, Amanda, Hatchie, Michelle, Paranormal,
Michael, Paranormal Rich, Paranormal, yeah, Paranormal Rich. I can't get my words out.
Yeah, Paranormal Rich.
And yeah, Sharon White. Who else? Anyone else? Let's have a just check on the stream quickly. Make sure everything's working. Right.
I'm on the hard stuff tonight, guys. I bought a can of Coca-Cola.
12 people watching, apparently.
Still got my...
Yeah, there's 12 people in there.
My fisherman's friends.
I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people message, so that means there is...
there's 12 people in right now.
So it's about...
Listen, guys, I would really appreciate it if you could go to that channel, even if you can't afford it now, is have a look at their channel, Tinfoil Cap. What is it? Tinfoil...
Capco.co.
Aye. Amazing. It's amazing what you can get, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you don't like baseball caps, you can get something.
We will soon be showing you the merch as well, because the stuff that the guy designs and makes himself. I'm gonna be seeing him shortly, so I'll be able to get some videos from him as well. Some merch to show you. I'll probably get a cap from him, and then I'll be able to sort of show you what it looks like. But he's got different styles and stuff, so it won't just be one single one. But if you look on the site, you can see what he's got. Right, let's just make this one screen share. This is pretty funny. Here we go.
This one?
Here we go. So, man fined £450 for provocative fart in front of police officers.
What's happening to this world, guys? Honestly.
17th of June.
I mean, you would think if it was the emissions charge, you know.
So a man in Vienna has been fined nearly £500 for farting provocatively.
How do you fart inappropriately? How do you fart inappropriately? I mean, what you meant to do? Hold it in?
Maybe just had the amp and was like, you know what? No, that's it.
I mean, some people cannot hold things like that in. You can in some countries it's actually you're meant to do it. It's meant to be, you know, after a meal. But $500 for farting in public? What is the world coming to?
So Australian police were forced to defend the penalty after the Ostrich newspaper revealed the man had been punished for offending public decency on June the 5th. Officers argued that the offender was uncooperative and behaving provocatively, with officers leading up to the incident. They wrote on Twitter that the man had been sitting on the park bench before getting up, looking at them and letting go a massive intestinal wind, apparently with full intent. Sorry. Of course, no one is
I
reported.
just do not know.
Go, they added. All right.
What is the world coming to, guys? Honestly, what is the world coming to? You've been fined. I'm sorry, sir. You burped. That'll be £500, please.
Oh,
it's madness, isn't it? I must admit, I like the aeroplane one. The aeroplane one, guys. Wait till you see this one.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Oh God,
I might save it. I might save it.
I think we should save that one at last.
Yeah, what should we do? The hang on, let me get rid of that one with the charger.
We've done the charger one. What about the horse and cart McDonald's?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, screen share, Bosch. So yeah, refused service at KFC drive-through.
Oh, I'll bring it up. So let me know to think of that.
So a traveller was says he was left humiliated after KFC refused to serve him at a drive-through while he was riding a horse and cart.
I think that is despicable. That is despicable. Andy should be. It was a vehicle.
He's like a traveller, you know, your typical traveller. He's got his horse and cart or his pony or whatever. And yeah, Ian Bell 55 made it as far as the kiosk window last week. Last week, I think it was a bit. This was in 14th of June, but this isn't new news. But this is an older story. Maybe you've heard it, maybe you haven't. But anyway, for a manager to come out and say that he would have to leave for health and safety of other customers, I don't understand how.
You would think a horse and cart would be more economical friendly than a car.
Aye, it is silly, isn't it? He said he doesn't understand his horse, John, is as good as gold. I thought he said as gold. A gold.
His horse was maybe wanting some carrots or something.
Horse and carts were around long before motor cars. Photos show Ian and John, a 7-year-old Irish cob, pitched up outside KFC restaurant in Carlisle. Sorry, I can't pronounce it. In Cumbria.
There you go. Yeah.
Right.
I think that's despicable, by the way. I think that guy should be apologised to and given free burgers for life. No, honestly, they're giving it to folk dressed up as. They're giving McDonald's to people dressed up as cars with cardboard boxes, but they'll not get to some days get wheels. It's a mode of transport.
So Dad of One added, I think my treatment from KFC has been damn right disgusting and discriminatory.
I agree with him.
Oh, there's Boris looking like a bojo there.
Who's this in the chat? Let's have a look. Samantha with the dog, then could see about.
Oh, there we got
about muzzles. Muzzles, they're saying. Mandatory.
Huh? Who said that?
Honeybee says muzzles will be mandatory soon in the UK for dogs.
No, for humans.
I think that's what he's meaning.
What's that? What?
He came and put him in the camera. Someone wants to see him.
Someone wants to see Buddy. All right, one second. So I've got our back.
The star of the show. Oh, he was lying sleeping, guys. He was lying sleeping. I knew they've woke him up.
No, it's not us. It's fine. Here's Buddy. Little Buddy. Little Buddy. Say hello, boy. Oh, I'm so beautiful.
And he's like, please put me back in the bed. I was dreaming about bones.
Oh, listen to him. Listen. Pure love cuddles from Buddy, yeah? He's a good boy.
Drew in the chat, his electric toothbrush broke after 10 years. Well, Drew, Go to your local chemist and buy another one for £20.
You know what?
I know it's a lot of money, but you buy one.
Can Jack Daniels go off if it's 3 years old and been opened?
Nah.
No.
It's whiskey? Nah.
Ah, fair enough. So I was I'm just not used to. I got given a bottle of Jack Daniels, which was like 3 years old, but it's been opened like and one glass out of it or something. Oh, tastes alright though.
So let's see the next story. The mask story. I've just got to post a link to the guys in the chat, you know.
Let's have a look. It's all BDSM in the chat. You're all filthy.
Yes, we don't have our masks on.
Why don't mention it? Don't mention it for goodness sake. We'll get closed down, mate. We can't say nothing.
We can't mention the China virus, China thing anymore.
Yeah,
not allowed to see it.
You can comment in the chat, and we can sort of like.
You can see it in the chat, and we can say, that's what we're talking about, but we're not allowed to say it anymore because as Lewis said, channels are getting shut down for saying the thing.
Let's see. Some have, yeah. Some have been shut down. See it at the beginning. What's the background? Who's Samantha? See Samantha. Well, the dog. Yeah. Someone called Samantha. I don't know a Samantha. Do you? Picture of a dog. 10:22. It was the comment.
Samantha. Well, the dog then couldn't see it at that beginning. Just seen it on the background. It's probably just somebody watching. I can't. Fine.
Hit the like button, guys.
Aye, like button.
It helps with the channel so much. It really does.
And we're looking for donations today. We're looking for donations today because we're sending Lewis to the moon.
Yep. Paying for me to go to the moon.
Every time somebody donates, Lewis will do a dance with you.
Yep, I will do, indeed. There's no way I can tell if anyone...
Oh, there's a Honeybee saying that it's his wife. There we go, we know who's who now.
Ah, right, yeah, cool.
You've changed... Oh, he's changed it. Oh, you've changed your name to that. You better watch, but they'll shut you down.
Want to check one thing? Why log in? Here we go. Babe, what's the account thing on here?
Anytime the MD donates, Lewis will dance.
I'll dance
30 seconds.
No, I won't dance.
Honestly, he'll start jumping.
I'll take my top off. Show you my 6-pack.
There you go. If you donate to the channel, Lewis will dance for you wildly. Or even better, every time you donate, Lewis will take a drink out of the 3-year-old bottle of whiskey.
That's the one. I think that's it. No, it ain't. Babe.
Of course, we've got their problems, actually. The world's went mad.
Going into this. No, something's happened to my account. 1 second.
Aliens. We'll blame the aliens.
It is. It's the aliens. Ruining. Right, we can keep talking. Sorry, I don't want to.
So, guys in the chat, what's been happening to you guys? Did you guys know actually the guy who designed the thing? Testing swabs has basically said it will not work if you have blah blah cold or we're not allowed to say it now. Honeybee man, we can't say it now because channels are getting shut down. If I had to say it, you get 1 strike for 1. So if MD says it, that's why we're not allowed to say it anymore. And I want to keep the channel open.
Yeah. Right, 1 sec. I'm just doing one thing for this payment thing. Right, I'm gonna go to my
when Christmas comes, I will buy you a new toothbrush, okay? For your Christmas present. Okay.
That. And this is...
Buy a manual one.
Right, here we go. Copy that.
looking forward to tomorrow night, the ghost day thing where we ghost hunting today. Come on, I want to see Lewis doing some dancing. Come on, Lewis, show us your dancing moves.
Oh, not just yet. Not just yet.
There's Amanda M. She'll donate if you do it. Doesn't dance. I'm telling you, Hank, you should.
I can do the robot.
That's me, Stephen Hawking's that I'm doing there.
No,
You know.
Oh, that's what it is. Whoops, my fault.
We'll be getting to some new news shortly, guys.
Yep, very shortly. Sorry about this.
We're just looking for some links. Yeah. I was away doing a ghost hunt today with my friends from History Haunted Paranormal. They'll be on tomorrow night, and I hope you all come on.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Where is it? Where am I going? Thanks, Honeybee, for your massive donation of £40. Very kind of you, mate. Can't believe I needed 40 quid. Yeah, I can't believe it.
Honeybee, thank you very much for the channel. I'm in shock. Really?
No.
Oh, see you. I was going to say keep it there. I was going to say keep it to get to Lewis and pay for a hairdo. I don't need any because I've got none.
I was trying to wind his missus up more than you, Chris, mate. He's like, you what? You've donated 40 quid? She's been going crazy at him. Anyway, right, let's get to the news. Come, we'll keep going. That would have been good, though. Go towards a new haircut for Chris.
I'll have you know, my one hair is finely cut. It's Lewis that looks like Hitler's clone, but honestly, Lewis needs a haircut. He's got to dance for you. For every donation, he's got to jump on from the bed and he's got to jump up and do a dance for you.
Right, look, let's go. What this?
Hey, come on, let's have the near news before I die of old age, you know.
News story. Here we go. So,
what's this one?
Woman wakes up in a body bag after mistakenly being declared dead. This happened on the 15th of April, apparently.
Can you imagine that?
They were blaming it on the COV, and yeah, she was fine. This is a Paraguay woman.
Makes you want to go to sleep at night, doesn't it?
Yeah. She reportedly woke up in a body bag after being declared dead. Yeah, I've heard a few stories about this before, where people have been in like freezers and stuff. I don't personally know anyone, or because my mum and yeah, I don't know if it's made up though. You could easily make that up. But if it did happen, that's crazy. Like, imagine she was just in a deep.
Seemingly the testing kit tell a watermelon that had it.
Stupid, isn't it? What have we got here? 2 hours after she arrived, the doctor confirmed Mrs. Rodriguez Dorte death to her husband Maximo Dorte Ferreira. I can't pronounce that. But
can you imagine waking up in a plastic bag?
But then the staff at the funeral parlour then found her moving inside a body bag when she was unloaded.
So that just shows you. You imagine the people that's been buried alive?
Aye, it's scary.
Or even worse, cremated alive.
Oh, don't! I've always thought of that. That's not really.
Can you imagine that? Waking up in a coffin and then thinking, "Oh my God, I'm trapped in a coffin." Then realising you're in an oven with gas mark 8. Suppose there'd be nothing you could really do. Yeah.
Burning, like, oh mate, that would be awful. As long as it was quick and you just passed out from the smoke, that would be all right. Yeah. Like not getting to the stage where you're like literally burning
Or do you get
because the smoke would probably knock you out, which would be a good thing. Like as it's starting to burn and that, and hopefully you wouldn't feel the pain of the actual heat until
Or
it was
what-
too late.
or what about being buried alive?
Oh mate, that would be awful. No, wouldn't it?
Crawling, trying to get out.
People must have been people have been buried alive in like
Oh,
you know
aye.
people do that to
I bet they
people.
have.
Oh man, I'd hate it. Oh god, just the thought of it. So like, what's this? Samantha said no, not that. I don't want to support the channel. Just we usually talk about these things. Oh, that's all right.
That's fine.
You don't have to explain. It was only a joke.
It was only a joke.
It was only a joke.
Lewis being Lewis is a strange person.
I'm a weird guy. That's why I want to be cremated.
We all know that.
Stuck in a coffin under the ground. Yeah, cremation's got to be the best of it.
Where's that one with it? Where's that other one? There was another one. What's it? It's not the fighter jet one. It's the other one. It's the.
Right, let's pause this, and then we get it up. And we go for this one. There we go. Dum bum bum bum.
Come on, I want to see Lewis dancing around the room. We'll get him a wee tutu dress.
There you go. I've sent it. Pensioner thrown
This.
from flight, Jeff. After accidentally pulling ejection lever mid-flight.
I'll make it big screen. I mean, seriously, guys. He accidentally pulled the ejection seat. When you go, man?
He gripped on the dear. Was it? He gripped on for dear life, but he didn't realise he was holding on an ejection seat lever until it was too late. Pictured Alan with his pixelated face. As far as retirement gifts go, a ride in a 70 million fighter jet is up there for one of the most memorable, especially if you pull the ejection seat partway through the flight. It's exactly what happened to a 64-year-old Frenchman who was sent up in a Rafale B, I don't know how to pronounce it, at an airbase in Saint-Dizier, northwestern France, despite the fact that he had never expressed a desire to take part in a flight like this, according to an incident report. As the plane started a sudden and rapid ascent, he gripped on for dear life to the ejection seat lever at 2,500.
I wonder if it's put him off flying.
You know what? The ejection seat's pretty good though, aren't they? Like they're there to save your life.
The pilot shot himself because when you pull that, the canopy pops off.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been. I reckon it'd have been scary. Being sent up at something. I don't know how many G's you hit, but 3 or 4 G, you get thrown out of it. People break their I think they break their hips or pelvis or something. Not hips. I think it's one of them. Might be the hip.
If you don't do it correctly, I think it can break your hip.
And yeah, so risky business. Why I wouldn't? Why does this keep coming up on my screen? There he is.
You want me to take that down? Oh, look at him. There he's
He's coming down.
Well, some folks pay for a parachute ride too. He's got a 2-in-1. He's got a short range in an airplane, then he's got parachuting.
Right, let's close this down a sec. So what else we got here? This one's funny, man. You're gonna like this. Let me see this again. Dong. So yeah, if any of you out there have got fetishes,
You want to fly in a fighter jet and come back on a parachute? Phone this number now.
a man with shoe fetish stole 126 flip-flops so he could have sex with them. A man has been arrested in Thailand for allegedly stealing his neighbour's shoes in order to have sex with them. Thirapat Klaya, can't pronounce his name, 24, had a fetish for flip-flops and was found with a staggering 126 pairs. that had been pinched from locals in
126.
Northumbria Centre site. I don't know, Thailand. Police said. Officers identified Clayer footage using footage from CCTV set up outside his latest alleged victim's home. And he goes, when they searched for the man's home, they found him found his sprawling collection of shoes that he claimed he had been collecting for more than 2 years.
Yeah, it's a hobby, isn't it?
Said he would wear them around his home as it turned him on. He allegedly told officers that after several hours of wearing the flip-flops, he cuddled and kissed them, stripping off and rubbing them on his body after having sex with them.
I have my trusty slipper. It's my slipper. Good slipper. Oh, your nice slipper. I've got another slipper there if you want it, Lewis.
I don't even wear it. I've got flip-flops. I don't really have slippers. But I did have a pair, but they were too. I grew out of them.
So, Lewis, do you want to talk now that we've done the news? Do you want to show them your pictures? Well, you were going to show them the other day, but you didn't show them the moon.
Pictures of the moon from another day.
Mind you, see the live stream we did the other day there, but we forgot to add it because we were getting deep into mystical thought.
The pictures of the moon.
Or do you want to talk conspiracy? Do you want to talk?
Hang on, just moving. I need to just look at my folders. Yeah, we can talk whatever. Where was we? Hang on, let me have a look. Flip-flop, man said. It's still up at Mo. I'm just reading some of these comments. Let's go back a bit. Oh my God, Lou, Mum is a nurse, and she said they pass wind and sit up the gas. And sit up the gas. Sip, you mean?
Sit up.
Oh, I don't know.
We're talking about what happens when a dead body gets cremated.
Oh, right. When a dead body gets cremated, it sits up and sometimes farts and stuff, my mum said. Literally just be laying down and just sit up. And then...
Kind of like this.
Something like that, mate. I like it. No, I don't like that. I just like your impression.
There's an interesting fact. See, when you get cremated, you actually sit up when you're getting cremated. No, you do. Because see, when the flames start burning you, all your muscles contract and you actually sit up.
Oh, nice. Oh, that sounds really fun.
The big burning furnace of hell.
Know this. The live streaming of someone getting cremated as they go through the burner. It's like see-through plastic.
I bet people would watch that. I bet people would watch that.
They probably do. And then there's the guy who puts them through the machine. He's like, I can't get enough of that smell. It smells beautiful. Some sort of a creepy guy as he's pushing it through with like a stick or some kind of like one of his what do you call them, like a rake or something, as he's pushing the crate into the burning furnace. Slowly does it. Slowly.
You do realise that's the way I'm when I live to 196 and then die. I want to be cremated, and now you've put me off it. Thank you, Lewis.
Come in, so say hi.
Who came in? Doom. What's happening? Doom.
Do you want to come in, Doom? Do you want to come in and talk about aliens and reptilians and things from beyond?
I actually want Doom to join because
I wish they would come in too.
His last video he done, or the last couple of videos, he's had some really, really good stories going on with what he thinks is happening, and I just want him to come and share his stories with us.
Doom, there's the link. Come in and talk to us. Tell us about the reptilians round the sun, sucking it dry. The last one he done about the chickens.
Yeah,
the chickens.
The chicken.
The aliens come down for the chickens. That's what they are. I'm telling you, that's why they're here. To eat us.
That's what he was going on about. I was just like, it sounds pretty plausible of anything. They must have a harvest. It must be a human harvest from. He's probably right what he's saying. I want you to come and speak to him, please.
Come and Doom. Come and tell us.
Come on to the show, Doom.
Yes.
Please, Doom.
Come in. Come and tell us all about the chickens, the aliens that eat the chickens.
You will join the stream.
Who else wants to join?
Join the stream.
Join the stream. This is the mystical channel. You're getting sleepier and sleepier. You want to donate so Goose can get a haircut. Oh.
I swear you got that psychic guy. You got that psychic guy coming on soon, didn't you? Doom, come and share a drink, mate. Come on, mate.
He's coming on Saturday.
I'm
psychic.
I think he's putting his headphones on. I think that's what
I'm psychic. Right, but let me pick. I'll take you loose. Somebody in your family died in the last 200 years. Am I correct? Am I correct?
Oh yeah, you are. You're right.
Right. Somebody died 100 years. It could have been 100 years ago, and it was a man.
Yes, it was.
Am I correct?
Yes, you're correct.
There you go.
See?
I know. It's just, man.
No. Do you want me to use my psychic abilities on you, Chris?
On you go. On you go.
My psychic abilities. Hang on.
Nah.
Let me just add a bit of clarity to this picture.
Ah.
There we go. Am I looking clearer? Yes.
I'll give my composure look.
Full attention, Chris. Full attention. So I want you to think of a number, Chris. I don't want to see your mouth moving either and trying to tell me or anything. Think of a number between 1 and 50.
5.
No, don't tell me the number. Think of a number between 1 and 50. Right. Don't say it out loud.
Okay. Right. I'm thinking it.
Think of the first number of that between that. The first number out of that.
Right.
Yeah. And then the second number.
Right.
You changed your mind the second time, man. So the number you originally had, you actually changed the second number. But the first number is 2 and the second number is 7.
Right.
27.
No.
26 then.
No.
Was it 1 up from that? 28? Or was 1 up?
No.
It was
nothing. Thinking about 8.
Oh, for God's sake. I ain't got no skills, mate.
See, guys, this is what I've got to work with. People like this.
No, it was worth the audience.
Wait a minute, and I'll use my mystical powers again. Look into the screen, Lewis. Look into the screen. Oh, I've had a vision. No, it's gone now. Look into the screen. Imagine yourself sitting. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm lost for words.
You know what? There's one thing you can do.
I was thinking about number 8. God, man.
Just 8 on its own. I said think of a number between 1 and 50, and you picked 8.
I thought 8.
Of all numbers,
I 8.
I thought you'd at least go like middle of the road, 25 up.
Guess what, everybody? Guess who's joining us? The master, the great magician himself.
Okay, guys. Okay. You got
hello,
guys. How you doing, mate? You all right? I'm going to move myself down. Move me to the bottom. So Doom can get top row. I'm going to just log out 1 second.
In it, I will.
I'm going to exit this. No, I'm going to remove my.
Oh, you'll be back the now, Doom. How are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm okay. Been at work all day, so I won't be in here long, guys.
That's all right.
So,
pretty
Doom,
tired.
What's the latest news from outer space?
Break it up a bit there.
What's the latest news from outer space?
The latest news from outer space.
Oh, yeah. They're fucking eating the chickens, ain't they? Remember
Aliens.
KFC went out of chicken a couple
Oh,
of
yeah.
just before
That's what it
lockdown.
Aye.
Yeah, it's their connection. Serious, isn't it? I mean, when does Kentucky
Aye.
Fried Chicken run out of chicken? When the aliens are fucking offing them, that's why.
They
It
must
was never
like it. They must think
explained.
it's like a delicacy or something.
It was never explained
Yes.
why they'd run out of chicken. Fresh chicken.
Yeah, when was it? That's weird.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
I hear there's got to be
discovered
food
the
shortages
truth.
next year.
Yeah, food
Unless there was
shortages this year.
Unless there was just a huge demand because there was a lot of really, really big people eating a lot of chicken at the time. No, there is
Yeah.
no reason. There is no reason really. Go on.
No, they've never run out of chicken before. But they
No.
run out of chicken. Do you remember? You couldn't
I
get.
remember the
Yeah,
KFC.
I do remember that actually. Because
Yes.
I was living in Leytonstone at the time. Yeah, I remember.
No official explanation.
I remember it.
It's like when they closed the airport for 4 days because of a drone.
They said it was a drone.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't a drone. It was
That
something else.
couple, that innocent couple they arrested, got
No.
£200,000 payment from the police for being wrongly arrested and accused.
God, I'll tell you what.
They were there as an emergency measure to take the rap for the fact they couldn't open the airport because there was a UFO above it. Yeah?
Aye.
Yeah. They're here. They're checking us out. You got to understand this. Reconnaissance is always a prequel to an invasion.
Drew said,
Or an
"So,
attack.
man, why do you take the bait? Take the bait."
Nah. What?
Who
Huh?
takes the bait? What? Oh,
Drew,
yeah, fisherman.
Drew. Oh, sure. Drew Mood.
That's
Drew-
my brother. His
He
brother.
said, "Why do you take the bait?" What do you mean? What does he mean? The bait?
What do you mean the bait? The bait.
You mean as in
What
like?
do you mean?
I don't know.
There's
I don't-
Dobie Sock. I'll bring it up. There's Dobie Sock. A farmer near Huddersfield found a mutilated sheep. They're looking into it.
Huh.
Yeah, they're finding body parts of animals all over the country, and they tried to blame it on a panther, a big cat, this or that. No. It's alien experimentation. That's what it is. It's been going on for decades. When it hit crisis points in Mexico, the farmers were going bankrupt because they were losing so many animals.
Yeah. Why though? Why do they keep taking out the livestock? Why? What is it about? Is it sheep? Was it? What do they take out? Is it it's like cows and that? Don't they? Is it cow mutilations? Well,
In
They
America.
take out normally the reproduction organs
right. Okay.
and organs that secrete hormones, I suppose, glands and things like that. And it's done with tip-top technology that leaves no blood. It's
Aye.
a red-hot laser beam.
That's what I was going to say. I seen on TV the alien hunters. And it
Yeah.
was mutilated cows, and all the cows had their blood drained out of them.
Mm.
Yeah. That's why they tried to push the chupacabra story. Yeah, saying it was a chupacabra.
What's a chupacabra?
It's like a
It's
vampire
this
type.
elusive beast in Mexico that meant to suck the blood dry of the animals. But nobody's ever found a fucking thing, so it's an excuse, you see.
Yeah, exactly, right. Exactly.
It's aliens, you see. It's the aliens.
It's got to be. It has to be, because as well, you're saying about the precision cutting and that. I've seen it on like not Ancient Aliens, one of these alien programs, Discovery Channel. I know, like there's quite a lot of them.
The jaws cut off and
they're saying,
it's all burnt.
like almost like as you're saying, laser beam like technology, so like perfectly cut and like drain, no
And
blood.
They've actually
Like brains missing and all that. Like it's just.
they've actually found humans
Mm,
in the same condition.
no way.
And yeah,
That's,
it's normally Brazil or South America, but they found humans with those organs missing and with mysterious puncture marks on the body.
God.
Yeah, and they reckon when the person died, he was alive during the experimentation.
Screw
Dear
that.
God.
What about
Go on.
Gone.
I did cover it about a year or two ago, and I showed you the pictures, the diagrams, the locations. Yeah, so it's pretty horrific what they do.
What do you make of these the people that just suddenly explode in flames and like what's it called?
Spontaneous combustion.
Spontaneous combustion. Is it something to do with aliens? Do you think as well, or is that kind of some like beam particle weaponry or something?
No idea. I've not really looked into that, but I am aware of it, obviously.
Yeah, I thought that might be to the
I
aliens.
don't know. That could be something to look into.
Yeah.
You know, was it down to an alien? Was it down to some foreign
Aye,
DNA
well,
inserted into them?
Well, this is what I can say, right? They say that you see the cows in America where they've had their jaw cut off, and it's when they've cut the skin, it's actually burnt the skin. They say that that's birds that's been preying on the dead animals. I live in a farming community. I've seen dead cows that's been eaten by birds, and I'll tell you something new. They don't like cauterize the skin when they eat them.
Yeah, and then there's the dead cows that have been found up trees, and other animals that have been found on top of trees. You know, how did they get up there?
I know.
You know, you just Google animal on a tree or on a telegraph pole. Yeah.
You just be chucked at the door after they finish with them.
Yeah, they took them up there, done the evil, dumped the body. They didn't give a fuck, did they? You know what I mean?
What do you think about this?
Landed.
What do you think about this? This so-called bat, this human-sized bat. I just like, what the flipping hell is going on?
Yeah, in Brazil, a bat the size of a human. You know what I mean? It ain't normal, is it?
I seen that. It's a big bugger.
Yeah, Amanda, do you think they're using these organs? Yeah, they're trying to hybrid. They're trying to recreate. Their DNA perhaps is damaged from radiation or whatever. And they need to reproduce because obviously they're dying.
It makes sense, actually. It really does make sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense what you're saying. The wild and to take it from Earth, which is like, you've got like a better,
You see Eisenhower?
Yeah.
Eisenhower, when he made this evil alliance with them,
that's right.
He gave them a quota for how many humans they can take secretly. And I believe they've gone past that quota now. So they're eating the chickens, isn't they?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Look at all the people that have disappeared in national parks in America. That have just been. There's been people in front of them and people behind them, and they just go beep, disappear, never to be seen again.
I think there's a story you covered before, Clint, where I don't know if it was yourself, but this guy was in a national park. He disappeared and he ended up like 2,000 or 3,000 miles away or something.
That's right.
Was it? I can't remember. It was you covered it.
No,
someone.
There was a guy.
No, I didn't cover it, but I am aware of these things.
Yeah,
there was a guy. He went to Yellowstone. No, what was that? It was in Washington D.C. Kind of they've got woods and all that. He went for a walk there, and nobody heard from him for a week. They thought he committed suicide, and here be God, he was found in L.A., Los Angeles, stoating about in circles, with all his gear on, his backpack, his hat.
That's crazy. Just picked him up.
Yeah, man. Intergalactic hitchhiker.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, mate.
But it makes you wonder if they taken him away and did something to him. Okay, what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I bet he's bum hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they probe you, It's not done. Yeah. It's not
Oh
done
God,
to
Clint, man. Oh.
be painless. It's brutal. There's no coming back from that.
I need
know
the
what I
old
mean?
germaloids out anyway.
Yeah.
I see some.
No WD-40 is going to make it any better.
Says it stops squeaks.
I see a documentary. I can't remember. I think it was one of these documentaries anyway, with the aliens. And this guy had something stuck up his nose and like behind his eye, and it was almost an implant. And then somehow they got it out, but the doctor got it out. You can see this implant. And they thought it was something so they could like see through the person's eye as they would see it. Instead of tracking them, like saying that they can actually see. I think it might have been either a woman. I think it was a woman that done to, or a man, one or the other. I don't know. All I know is it's crazy stuff, mate. They do it. Crazy stuff. They love
Again,
experimenting, didn't they?
Reconnaissance.
Very true. Look,
if they can see through your eyes, that's the ultimate reconnaissance, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
they
all
understand.
They really need to do, if you think about it, Clint, all they need to do is abduct somebody that works in high office that gets into places, implant them, stick them back in their house, and Bob's.
They've already done that. When Donald Trump took his inauguration in the Oval Office from Barack Obama, he should have been in there for 10 minutes. He was in there an hour and a half. When he came out, the thing that was purported to be Donald Trump looked traumatized. It's not Trump, it's a clone. If you look at Trump, he's bright orange and his eyes are pale white. He's not human.
Yeah,
he's not. Why do you think Melania
never?
His wife Melania, or was it Melania or Ivanka? I can't remember her name. She has nothing to do with him. Then. She don't want fuck all to do with him because she knows it's a lizard. Yeah, this is why they killed Princess Di. She knew Charlie Boy was a bit green under the skin. You know what I mean? She found out the hard way.
Have you seen the latest video? There's a guy, Foley. I'll send you the link after.
Found out the hard way.
I kid you not. There's the photo. A month ago, there's a video of Prince Charles talking, right?
Yeah.
And there's another video that's out. He talked a couple of days ago, and I kid you not, he looks totally different. This guy it's Prince Charles, but he looked nothing like what he looked like a year ago. He looks younger. He looks like he's only in his 40s or 50s.
Yeah, but why did I live to the 100 odd?
Yeah.
I mean, they drink, they smoke, they're up to all sorts of evil things. Yeah, they live longer than anybody else. Yeah, they don't die, they just resurrect themselves, they recreate themselves. If you look at the portraits of the royal family, you can see it's the same people over and over again. There's actual ancient pictures in the Egyptian Museum which look exactly like people like Obama. There's ancient pictures of Putin from the First World War, it's him. There's old pictures from before the First World War that are absolutely the same as Greta Thunberg. These people do not die.
To see her. Did you see the photo of her? Did you see the photo for like 19 no, it was 18th century. It was like the 1860s or something.
Yeah, it's her. It's Greta. Greta Thunberg. Yeah.
Crazy, mate.
Climate change warrior. They're not human. These creations are not human. Trump's dead. When he went in that Oval Office, they fucking hybrided him, offed him. Yeah? We've seen with Hillary Clinton, all her fucking fanatics. She got up to.
I've never seen her on TV. Have you noticed that? She's never on TV now. What the hell?
Well, last time she was on TV, she was coughing up green balls into a glass of water. Do you remember? And then she mysteriously fainted. And then they brought out her body double. Yeah? These people are not human. You got to understand this. Perhaps they were at some point. I don't know what point they were, but they're not now.
I feel
Trump's
like
not human.
I feel like Hillary was like really badly mind controlled, and you can sort of see it in her actions. There's one of the ones that she's like going like this and tripping out and that, because they're like they get tortured, don't they, to split the mind? Obviously, you know, you've been a veteran, haven't you? So you'd understand about like being like hard on you. It puts you in that state of mind, doesn't it? If you break someone enough, you can split them, can't you? You obviously know about MK.
Post-traumatic syndrome.
Yeah, but you can split someone into multiple personalities, maybe like 4, 5, 6, as many as they want, really, and then you can bring forward that personality somehow, good keywords or whatever they do. It's like it's quite it's obviously not. It wouldn't be a nice way to live, but there is people that.
Well, I actually think that the clones,
and
the clones have breakdowns because they're not, you know, to clone humans with some sort of alien DNA and alien overtone control mechanism. That's breakdowns, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah.
And I think what you see there is when they have breakdowns. Yeah, the superstars all do it. They all have their moments where they go mad. That lady in charge of the International Monetary Fund, Jean Lagarde or something, she did an interview once and she was just quoting numbers. Stupid numbers that to the average person listening, like, what the fuck's she on about? Yeah. And she did it live on the news, and people are like, what's up with her? What's she on about? And she was just quoting numbers here, there, and everywhere, just off the top of her head. That didn't mean anything in context to what she was trying to say. You know, it was like the computer algorithm was failing.
Yeah. Who's that other guy who looks like a blimmin'? He looks like the guy who owns WhatsApp and all that. I think, is it WhatsApp and all the Facebook and all that?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, he looks like the guy off of. He looks like the guy off. What's it called? Doesn't he? Star Trek. Is it Star Trek?
Well, you've seen him when he was in the US Senate answering about the selling personal details and all that. If you watch that, I actually did a video on that. If you look at that, he sat there and he was off on another planet. And if you looked at his bodyguard or his solicitor that was sat behind him, his solicitor was staring straight into the back of his head, was mumbling words to himself, and then Zuckerberg repeated the words. But when he repeated the words, he was in a trance.
No way.
You could see. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I found a video online of like loads of like high important, shall I say, people from the US government and that in like a Senate room, whatever you call it, and he starts having like what seems to be a heart attack. Yeah. And there was 2 of them, and they both started acting the same. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, like they all rushed over to this guy. I can't remember his name. I'll get the video and show you because I don't know if you've seen it, Clint, or both of you. They rush over to help them, and then obviously they're fine. But then out walks this woman, and she's got 4 fucking fingers. Mama language, 4 fingers, and she's holding a book like that. She's got no thumb, nothing. 4 really long fingers. And she walks over to the camera. She looks at the camera. Then she walks off. Then she walks back again, looks at the camera again, and then buggers off. Almost like there's aliens involved in like the what do you call it? Not military, the military or whatever. They're like they've joined with them or something. I don't know. It just seemed.
Yeah.
Because you will see it and you'll be blown away, mate. I was blown away when I first see it. I was just like, no, and it ain't fake.
Yeah.
Like
they have a cloak. They have some sort of cloaking device. Angela Merkel's another one. When she went to the Satanic Gotthard Tunnel opening ceremony, she went on the train.
That's right.
And they interviewed her on the train, and you could clearly see her shape-shifting live on the news. Whatever shield she had protecting her was failing.
What do you think? What did you think of the opening ceremony of that? Did you think it was a bit satanistic? How they were jumping about?
Yeah, it was satanic. It showed the demon creatures from the underground, humans basically as slaves being mind blown. Yeah, and then you got the videos from CERN, which show you somebody looks like Barack Obama dancing around in the fucking desert. You know what I mean? It's all them taking the piss out of us.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah,
is.
of
They
course
don't
it is.
care. They don't hide it no more. Denver Airport, they're still digging under there.
I
And
looked that
they
up.
put
I seen
adverts
that.
up. Yeah, they've got adverts up now saying, "Are we digging? Is it a conspiracy?" They're just laughing at you. They've got gargoyles in Denver Airport,
I know. I've seen them.
interactive gargoyles that talk to you, demonic things, and they talk to
Of
you.
course, they've also got a monument to the Masonic Masons.
And all the mutials.
Let me. I would show the video, but I'd probably strike your channel, mate. There is it's in California. There's would you call it a Senate office or wherever the what do you call it? Department of like the council office, yeah. If you like a council office, you'd have in the UK, and they were saying prayer to Satan. And this was held, and it's in 2014. They were saying prayer to Satan, and it's recorded, and you can watch it. There's multiple videos on there. I can't believe it when I heard it, and they were actually hailing Satan in the actual thing. I can't believe it. And all the Christians left the room. They all walked out the room. They didn't want to hear it. And then he was saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
Savior Satan," and all this.
Yeah, they have this Satan worship all across America with the statue, with the horn goat, with the half human, half goat, with the children round in Baphomet, they call it.
Yeah,
that's quite a common occurrence in America. They worship it. There's a strong belief that ETs, aliens, are demons. Now, I don't think so. I think demons and aliens are completely two different entities altogether.
Of course they are.
Yeah, one comes from outer space, whatever space is,
and one comes
really
from the bells of hell.
Yeah, which is probably another dimension. If you read the Warhammer books, 30,000, 40,000, 42,000, it's got a strong concept in there that there's this universe and there's another universe. And the other universe is it's called chaos. It's hell, basically. And it can sometimes breach into our universe. Well, I sometimes think, is that theory correct? And along with that, you got your satanic worshipping, this, that, the other, the power of evil and light and evil. Yeah. And the basic currency from all of this is war and human deprivation. Well, is this not the world we live in now? Huh? I read the books.
The world is.
I've got them all. I've got hundreds of them here.
There's Hatch.
Yeah, they do subliminal messaging. What was that subliminal message they did? It was about 2 years ago. There was a program in America, and there was a subliminal message come up, and it said something like "kill your neighbour" or something. I can't remember it exactly, but some woman recorded it, was able to play it back slowly, and then get it out. And it says something like "kill your neighbour" or "kill your friend" or something. Why put that in a subliminal message? You see these people go crazy. People who've got no background of insanity or instability. So what causes the trigger? You got like wrestlers like Chris Benoit, the midget boy, killed off this family and hanged himself. And you see this with a lot of famous people and people in sort of privileged positions. They mysteriously kill themselves and the family for no reason, and people don't understand it. Again, is this some sort of subliminal messaging aimed at them? Are they an experimentation, or was there a reason for doing that to them?
Yeah,
where they're getting close to something, too close for comfort. So I mean, the doorknob, don't they? They hang you from a doorknob. That's their latest calling card. Yeah. That Ghislaine Maxwell, whatever her name is, that motherfucker, she'll be doorknobbed. Just like Epstein. They're going to be doorknobbed. She knows all about Prince Andrew. She knows all about his sexual wicked depravity ways.
Is the FBI not after him?
It's an act. That killer. They've got to kill her. They can't let her live, can they?
See, like I've been like for a long time now, probably since 2008. Been opened my mind up, should I say? And I've watched a lot of music videos, and there's a real prevalent thing about music videos is they're focused on extraterrestrial people ruling the world and taking over. Yeah, although that could be subliminal messaging and programming, but at the same time, I do believe that they're trying to take over. I honestly do believe that. And there was a video I said that I wanted you guys in the audience to watch, and I'll go through with you, but I don't know if I'll be able to go through it tonight. But literally, it's so it was taken in 2009, I think it was. The video was made, and at the end of the video, it's based in China. Right?
Fucking hell.
So, and if you watch it, it explains about the actual the story that builds up to it. It's really good. I could explain it because I can go deep and stuff like that, but I'm not going to now. I'll explain it another time because yeah, I don't want to not bore you, but it's just there's a lot of stuff, and it really just points out so many things. And then when you watch it and look with what's going on now, you think, Jesus Christ, like this is spot on, and this is like 12 years old. This video. So
yeah, probably. Yeah. Nobody gets
fake,
famous in this world without selling their soul to the elites.
Now,
who the elites are, we don't know. We don't know what they are. They ain't human.
It was like I'm not going to bring the video up, but it was like two types of people. There was two becoming one, and then the one of them was like these people dressed up like sort of spiritual beings with like funny hats and whatever on the video. People will know about. And then the other guy, just the ordinary Joe, like me and you. And it was like the going back and forth between us and then them, and eventually us going and them taking control. So like the elites or whatever you call them, aliens, whatever, taking over, and us being basically fucked off. Mama language again.
That's fine.
Yeah. What's your language, son? What's your language?
You can really go deep into the video though, because it's got some real good point, like good markers in it. That people would just otherwise just ignore because they're just listening to the music. They wouldn't really pay attention to what's going on in the video. But I can see it for what it is. Like you can read messages on the TV, as you said before. It's like, you know that. Same thing.
Yeah, but they're all on it. You know, Lady Gaga, Madonna.
That's what I was just about to say.
I mean, we know David Bowie's not dead because he turned up the next day on Sky News giving a report. And then he did the reptilian shapeshifter thing.
No way.
He's probably back to his home planet.
Yeah, you can Google it and watch it live on Sky News. David Bowie, not dead. And he comes on the day after his death. And it's some bloke nobody's heard of, who's apparently his best friend and music director. But you Google that motherfucker, nobody's heard of him. It's David Bowie. And then he was doing the reptilian thing where his face was distorted. But nobody else in the audience's face was distorted, just him.
No way.
I was watching it live and I thought, what the fuck? Yeah. They don't die. They send them somewhere to the underground bases for entertainment. Prince ain't fucking dead. Michael Jackson ain't dead. Elvis certainly fucking not dead. Yeah, they're down there in the bases, crooning, the underground bases for the elites. That's what it is.
David Bowie, live Sky. Was it Sky News? Did you say?
Yeah, I've got an actual still of it up here. Yeah, I'll get you the still.
Oh yeah.
Have you got it?
Stevens on David Bowie, Sky News. Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah. The bloke's got he's got a white shirt, a dark jumper on. It's David Bowie.
Yeah.
Let's bring it up.
You watch that, man.
Oh, don't you'll get your channel will get taken, mate. I can put it on here. Hang on. I don't want you.
I was watching that live, that report, because I was off that day. And I nearly had a fucking heart attack when I watched it. I thought, fuck me, that's Bowie. And then you see the disturbance on his face comes. Yeah, you see it, the distortions. Yeah, that's it. That's the motherfucker. Okay.
Let's keep going. So why would they do that? Why would they put like? Yeah.
It does look like him.
Because they take the fucking piss. Yeah, you see the distortions.
Yeah.
Told you. Only on him, around his face. His cloak, you see. He's got a cloak on him. Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
See the distortions?
Mm.
That's a classic sign of reptilians, that is. Their cloak interferes with the TV signal.
Mm.
And you get the distortions. If you watch it, it carries on. But nobody else gets the distortions, only him. See? See it there?
Yeah.
It's David Bowie, man. Look at the fucking dude.
Yeah, it is. It does.
Fucking hell. Obviously, he's had a bit of a makeover, but that's him.
Mm. Why would they put
That's
like?
him.
Well, I don't want to play it too long because it might get you might get copyright strikes on that, mate. I didn't play no.
Yeah, but you
sound.
watch it afterwards.
Yeah, I will do.
And you listen to the words he says.
Does
Yeah,
it
I
sound?
can't remember exactly what he says.
Does it sound just like
But,
him as well? Let me stop.
Yeah. It's David Bowie. Fuck's sake.
Mocking people, aren't they? It's a bit like that. What's his name? What's his name?
He says something. He actually says something in the interview that gives it all away. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he says something.
Mm.
It's like when they were videoing an eclipse. NASA was about 2 years ago, and it showed two suns on the video they were showing. And live on telly, the astronomer said, and that's the second sun that we're not allowed to tell you about. That's what he said, and he was serious. And you see the two suns clearly in the video.
Mm.
You could probably get that up as well.
Yeah. What is it? Let's have a look. Two suns. What is it? Two suns. What did you say it was? Two suns.
Two suns. Live astronomy video or something like that. It's a news report. I've got a still of it again somewhere in my pictures.
Isn't
and
that
it shows
second sun?
It was a live broadcast of an eclipse.
Oh right.
Or something. And it clearly showed the two suns. And the bloke said, yes, if you're wondering why there's two suns.
Yeah,
because there is. Normally we hide it, he says, but obviously because of financial, we can't hide it this time. There you go, two suns, he says.
Yeah, there's one here, and then there's one on to the right of it here, and he pans his scope over, doesn't he? Yeah, I remember
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not a sundog. It actually was.
No, it is. Yeah. And then
you see,
it's just what?
This whole world is a lie, guys. You got to understand this.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it is.
Of course it is. Well, what I was going to say is, guys, it's nearly 11:30, and I need to go and look at new cars tomorrow. So I'll end the live stream. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. No, I'm all I was awake. I've not long got home, but I ain't going to bed in a minute. So.
So right, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on, Lewis, and thank you everybody that subscribed and shared and donated to the channel. Catch you all later.
Catch you later, guys.
All right. See you later, guys.
See you.